Live on YouTube. Star Trek? No, it's not Star Trek. We're not gonna go through like the whole guessing thing, but yeah. All right. So with that said, we are today gonna be starting off with some Star Trucker. Now, my understanding of this game is it's kind of like an American Trucker-esque game in that you do deliveries. It's a simulation game, but as you can probably tell by the fact that we have like these ridiculous rocket engines and we're in space and not on the road and that kind of stuff, it's, you know, truck deliveries in space. I have not played this game before. This is only the demo because that's what's available right now, but we're gonna be checking it out. So the first thing I'm gonna do is, when I do with any new game, is I am gonna go through real fast and just see what accessibility settings they have. They do have distance, weight, and temperature. You can change your units, which I do appreciate. Interestingly enough for me, it started with miles, pounds, and centigrade, which was kind of weird that they would mix standard and metric, but you know, space, I guess. Sure. We don't really use Fahrenheit in space, so sure. But there's all that. These are just control settings. I don't really know about them yet. We can change some control stuff. It doesn't look like we have the option to change our actual buttons on the control, which is kind of a big miss. So I do hope we'll be able to rebind our controls later. Display, you've got pretty much your typical stuff, shading, lighting, and all that. I see no mention of vignetting or blur or any of that kind of stuff, or screen shake. So hopefully they don't have those, because otherwise, you know, being able to turn those off, and then audio's just, you know, volume. All right, so with all that said, an absence of an accessibility settings is never necessarily a bad thing in itself. If you design a game correctly, it won't need them, but you know, sometimes you make decisions like add screen shake that then you gotta fix that. All right, so let's check out the demo. I will say the music's been good so far. All right, the gameplay demo represents a work in progress, pretty standard stuff. It says, hey, this isn't the final version, expect it to change.
This is a 1044, the big rig that just broke down in Onyx. Looks like you're leaking a whole lot of lung juice there, buddy. You might want to take a walk and patch those holes.
Okay. Okay, so we've got some damage on our vehicle. Are you using gamepad? No. Honestly, these days, if a game requires a gamepad, I'm out. That said, there are games I acknowledge are better on gamepad. Like, generally, to me, if you're gonna play a Souls-style game, you typically want to use a gamepad. But, I don't know. I use them so infrequently that it always takes me a while to, like, readjust to even playing them. So do you refill or not? Okay, you do. It's just very gradual. All right. So that's going to be a limiter on the damage I can take. Well, the one I was like cramping up because that one was like just flip the stick the full way back and forth constantly. And it's like, oh my god, my poor hand, please stop. Alright, press space to accelerate using the main thruster. To brake and reverse, hold shift. That's an interesting choice. Oh, because I use WASD for maneuvering thrusters. I see.
All patched up? Good. I guess you were heading Atlas Prime on a job. Well, just a quick heads up, but that gate's been real temperamental as of late. Lucky for you, the repair drones are busy fixing it as we speak. I reckon by the time you reach it, they'll have it up and running again.
Have you ever tried making mods for old school games? I've modded games in the past, yeah. Okay, so I see what you're saying about the controls. Never called a bit from Elden Ring, yeah. Jump games allow you to travel between systems. Your truck will, with your truck correctly aligned, the gate will automatically power up. Once all gate lights are green, use the lever to jump. Which lever? Which lever? Game's a bit too loud? Yeah, just wrong lever. Yeah, to look for it too. Yeah, that's the kind of stuff usually gets fixed outside of like early access and demos. Is they play test, they see a whole lot of people have the same problem.
Glad to see you finally made it. We've already got a drop zone warmed up and waiting for you. So just head on over to the waypoint, detach your trailer in the designated area, and I'll make sure your payment gets processed ASAP.
Let's see, drive to the cargo into its designated drop zone to complete the haulage. The drop zone will change color to indicate the trailers within the safe area. So do we... It kind of bothers me that we slow down when we're not accelerating, because that's not how space works. You know, maybe you could argue I have resistance for the gravity of the planet, but... Yeah, no, I get that now with the lock symbol. That's the reason I was confused. I was looking at it, it's like, you don't look like what I'm looking for. Okay, detaching trailers. So, delivery complete. Careless driving, minus 14. I don't know what I did, but okay. We used a little fuel, we got a little money. Alright, so there's a leveling mechanic to it as well.
Great job. Payment should already be with you. But if you feel like spending some of that hard-earned cash, just head on over to Palmview Station. You'll find they've got supplies, a few jobs on the board, and the best home-cooked soya protein this side of Alpha Centauri.
Soya protein? I don't know what that is, but I don't want it. Where are the view options? We can change to the external.
What can I do for you, mate? I'm looking for info on the express gates. Last I heard it was a parking lot out there. Oh, now we're in the galaxy, you hear that? All clear out here as far as the eye can see. Heard it from Dusty Bear, our own set of apple ears. Alright, you caught me. Just reading the mail here at the pit stop. Those sheriff instincts die hard, don't they, old bear? Now, who you calling old, Ace? You've been out here just as long as I've been. Listen to you two turkeys arguing again.
Okay, so follow the lanes. CB radio. Interact with fellow truckers using the CB. If you see the symbol, you can pick up the mic. Hold the right mouse button to give a response.
It's just a coffee break, Eddie. Ain't no one out here with us anyway. like the newcomer made it across from Onyx in one piece. A fresh-faced freelancer. Well, I'll be. You got a handle, pal? Well, you'll need one if you gotta.
Said not having. We're just putting a bunch of holes in the ship.
Maybe we should call you Lucky Break. You know, on account of the serendipity of our meeting. Pretty sure there's a tough break in Vexmont. Right. Break. Jake. Jay. I reckon Lucky Jay could work. Lucky Jay it is, then. Blimey, feels like a big old jamboree with all this chatter. Don't you have somewhere to be, Barrow? Yeah. I got a cold wing that's gotta go. Keep the shiny side up and the greasy side
Oh, you
out.
slow down real slow, don't you?
Will do. Mrs. Red Eddie down and gone. Big H, boys. Safe travels.
Okay, and I know we're leaking. Where was your docking port? Fine, I'll get out of the chair and patch the holes. Alright. You achieved a state of food? Okay. There's just a bunch of hull breaches. It's fine. And you... don't seem to have as much that... Gotta say the cab is nice and spacious. Just so many hull breaches because I flew through the debris. It's fine. So the lesson is, you're supposed to drive in the lanes. But just venturing out through space is the whole thing. Is it expensive? I was gonna say, I have no idea what the situation is with any of that. Oh, shift is down. Such a weird choice. That I'm not sure about is, do I have to attach the back ring to that? I don't know how to dock. Because clearly I got attached somewhere. So the back ring looks kind of right. It could also be the airlock at the top. I see. Yeah, so I feel like that's those things that the early explanation needs a little bit of work. But it's one of those things that once you learn it, you'll be fine. Job boards provide a list of contracts available in your local area. As you earn certification, skills, and lists expand while giving you access to new types of job and cargo. Keep in mind that bonuses and deductions will differ between job types, and harsh penalties will be issued for abandoning hauls and canceling jobs. Okay. This is a freight contract entered into as the effective date. I'm not reading all that. Okay, so we are delivering bathtubs. Heck yeah. All right. Go to Sector Purity and pick up the bathtubs. How does one find Sector Purity? Do I get out to interact with it? That might be what's going to happen here. Can you get a space truck without a nose? I have no idea. I literally just started. So I'm curious if I have to get out and plug it in, as it were. Yeah, so it seems like the big thing I'm noticing now. Yes. Okay. So does that mean we're full now? Did I really have to just get out and fly over there? That was not what I wanted, it's what I did. Do we have gas now? Okay, so we do. Alright, so is there a map? Not that I'm seeing. Escape just takes me there. So we've got a mission to go to Sector Purity. The thing I don't know is there a map anywhere? So there's chokes. I have a bad feeling we're gonna have stuff like things overloading and I'll have to turn them off manually.
Coming down. You won't stop a bull when it's barreling down on you. Like you can't stop the change that's rushing through.
Is that a DMCA?
Stop a good time when it's
I have no idea if that's like... We'll turn it off. And we'll turn on our own music. Because it's really hard to tell if that's a DMCA concern. So we have truck status, we've got systems diagnostic, I've got cameras for all these things I could change. But the thing I'm running into right now... Oh, I can just open and close so you can't actually interact. The thing I have now is it wants me to go someplace, and I don't see how to find that place. I was expecting to find some type of map. I need to fix my power issue first. I completely missed that part. You know, my objectives tell me to go to the next system. We have Onyx, New Liberty. You clicked away real fast. Yeah, no, I think we have Harmony Lock. A side of harmony, purity. Is that just a comment, or is that me trying to actually give me information? Because I definitely feel like the game is lacking. Go a bit right. Up, I see it. So my guess is I will want to go down to this path over here. So I'm in the actual thing there and go with it. Shock shielding is malfunctioning. Artificial gravity. It looks like your gravity compensator is offline. Move around your cab will be impacted. Damage is likely to occur to poorly stored items. I don't know why I have random systems malfunctioning. Like, that's just their way of representing wear and tear, maybe. I kind of honestly wish they maybe damaged the truck a bit much. It could be. I kind of wish the control schema for the game wasn't what it is here, where like I have the look around as one thing and all that. I don't know if they plan on adding support for like hands-on throttle and stick and whatnot, because I do think that would help. But for like the mouse and keyboard, I kind of wish I could have it work on the mouse and then like hit a button like Alt or something to toggle in and out. So you're not sure about the game, but as a former trucker, there ain't a single one on road that doesn't have at least one thing that needs maintenance somewhere. Yeah, no, I get that. It's just like the driving around, just suddenly it's like your gravity's broken. You're like, what now? Why is my gravity broken? Did I get like a manufacturing defect or something? Wasn't sure what was going on with that. Jump gain alignment. Stop your truck at a suitable distance. Yeah, so... Yay! I had to wait on the lever. It was saying not ready. So does this mean when we come out of warp, I just suddenly get whatever that is in my face?
This is an automated inspection checkpoint. Please be patient while we check for compliance with local regulations. Inspection has concluded. Result is green. Please enjoy the rest of your journey.
That's fine. I need to figure out where this place is. With this debris directly in my face. Oh my god, please. Oh, I have... Everything is crowded up behind me. It's fine. We'll drive by instrument. Get off my face. Can I use that to, like, snap it down? Probably. Yeah, that worked. My power cells are getting low. Yeah, so I do agree, not really my favorite control schema. That I will agree with 100%. I like the gameplay idea behind it. That's kind of neat. It does need to do a little bit better of a job of explaining stuff. Hitching the trailer, so we switch to our docking camera, approach carefully. When you're aligned, you can use the mag lock. Gotcha. Actually, let's try and do what it actually said. Give me... my docking camera, keeping in mind all the controls are going to be reversed. Oh, I can have 3 trailers. That's kind of fun. Our power's running out very rapidly, which is deeply concerning. But I also don't know how to deal with this problem. So I need to go to Sector Atlas Prime. Dismembered Space Dog could hear you backing up and going beep, beep, beep. I'm assuming you have to go someplace, like plug in and recharge. Maybe need to repair? I can believe that too. But I'm also not seeing any indicator. I feel like they need some type of map representation in here. So like kind of give you an idea where the lanes are and all that, because with how limited your view is while you're flying the ship. Wait, what? A salvage beacon? Wonder if I could do anything with any of these other things. Climate control panel, oxygen generation. Fuel canisters. That's gotta be a good sign. It's beeping at me. So not seeing other... Cab temperature. The temperature in your cab is reaching uninhabitable level. Make sure your climate controlled system is online. I can't do that. I have a power outage. Okay, I opened the shutter for something. So I've got a power cell that I can move around here. Trip system. It looks like your cab circuit breaker has been tripped. This is likely due to the results of an EMP or incorrect removal of a UCC while the system was still active. So we are going to die because I accidentally skipped a prompt. Oh, good. We're closing our eyes and going to sleep. Prolonged exposure to freezing temperatures has resulted in your death. Where's the pirate ship that captures people and sends them back? What? What? If anything, like Space Engineer, probably just dock to the station for a bit to recharge. It could be something like that. Alright, so let's try this again. Because I accidentally clicked through a prompt too fast, and then didn't know a way I could go back to it. Yeah, no, I'm okay with the game.
This is a 1044, the big rig that just broke down in Onyx. Looks like you're leaking a whole lot of lung juice there, buddy. Might want to take a walk and patch those holes.
Alright. It's a movie called Space Truckers. Gotcha, I've never heard of it. So I also have no idea what the limitations of the demo are. If it's those demos that's like the full game but you can't save, or it's a sub amount of content. I would guess probably a sub amount of content and then probably no save. That's been pretty common. Space Truckers is a good movie, it's worth a watch. Gotcha. So, my thoughts so far is I do not like the control schema. That is one thing that I will agree with right up front, is I do not like the control schema. Okay, and they've disabled all those controls. We've got extra stuff there we can use. Yeah, so they've disabled most of the function of the ship at the moment until we get going. But, yeah, so we got this. That part's fine.
Good.
I get...
Guess you were heading Atlas Prime on a job. Well, just a quick heads up, but that gate's been real temperamental as of late. Lucky for you, the repair drones are busy fixing it as we speak. I reckon by the time you reach it, they'll have it up and running again.
But yeah, so to circle back, I feel like what I would rather the control schema be is like W is forward, S is backwards, and then either like use the arrow pad as your like your rotation or your num pad as like your other functions. I get the idea is that you can look around your. I didn't even realize they did that to us last time. But I realize the idea is they want you to look around, like flip the lever on this side, pull that, and I get that. I kind of wish I could like hit. I know other games they've made it so you can use your mouse to control the ship, and then you hit Alt to like toggle to have control with the mouse instead, to like move around.
This is Galactic B calling in from the DIV.
I kind of wish they went that way.
Finally made it. We've already got a drop zone warmed up and waiting for you. So just head on over to the waypoint, detach your trailer in the designated area, and I'll make sure your payment gets processed ASAP.
Okay, so did the drop zone thing. They're just trying to hurry back to the prompt I missed, where it's like, hey, just so you know, your power is getting low. B movie, oddly, Dennis Hopper's in it. Decent overall. Gotcha. Overall delivery. Excellent. We damaged the client's product. I don't
Great
care.
job. Payment should already be with you. But if you feel like spending some of that hard-earned cash, just head on over to Palmview Station.
Well, now I have the mouse on my screen, and now it's made it really weird.
And the best home cooks for your
There we go.
protein this side of Alpha Centauri.
So,
Break for barrel. This is Red Eddie, cooking good out here. This is Barrow. Go ahead. What can I do for you, mate? I'm looking for info on the express gates. Last I heard it was a parking lot out there. Oh, now we're in the galaxy, you hear that? All clear out here as far as the eye can see. Heard it from Dusty Bear, our own set of apple ears. All right, you caught me. Just reading the mail here at the pit stop. Those sheriff instincts die hard, don't they, old bear? Now, who you calling old, Ace? You've been out here just as long as I've been. Listen to you two turkeys arguing again. You're hogging the channel. Oh, it's just a coffee break, Eddie. Ain't no one out here with us anyway.
okay. Alright, so I have to pay a penalty, because we're in space. We have momentum to deal with.
Well, I'll be. You got a handle, pal?
Let's see, I don't think Swift on the side of your rig does it.
Well, you'll need one if you're gonna be driving out here. Maybe we should call you Lucky Break. You know, on account of the serendipity of our meeting. Pretty sure there's a tough break in Vexmont. Right.
Why is space not making me go?
Lucky J could work. Lucky J it is, then. Blimey, feels like a big old jamboree with all this chatter.
Oh, I can't talk to people and hold the gas pedal. I'm sorry. I didn't realize talking and driving were impossible to do at the same time.
Will do. This is Red Eddie down and gone. Big H, boys. Safe travels.
Did you restart? I thought we had a chat. Yeah, no, I had to restart. We froze to death. Because I couldn't figure out how to recharge my ship because I accidentally skipped a prompt. And once I skipped the prompt, like, I didn't know how to go from there. And I thought this was going to lead me to where I need to go. No, Palm Station is back the way we came. Excellent. So we'll just go ahead and turn around in the middle of the lane. It's totally fine. Yeah, they need some type of map or HUD or something of that nature I can use. Because it really, really feels hard to navigate this way. Like, yeah, you know, you look for the signs and all that, but with three-dimensional, you have heavily restricted viewability. I feel like having it where I could flip these panels to give me just, like, a very generic map would help a lot. Some truckers do that in the interstates all the time, get stuck in the median every time. Well, it's like, I've seen once in a while an actual, like, semi stuck on a median. That's always those things you're like, I wonder what the story here is. But it's pretty rare. Yeah, so I'm gonna try just using their built-in stuff. So instead of switching my camera, I'm gonna switch my side view here. You're gonna give me permission to dock, right? Give me permission to dock, right? I'm at the right station, right? I can't tell because apparently I'm too close to see its information. Are you the right station? Nope, that's it. It's not this station, it's the next one. Alright, so let's get over there. Yeah, so right now I think my biggest pain is navigation. I feel like somehow they need the highway lanes, or whatever you want to call them, spaceway, it doesn't matter, that the transportation lanes are expected to use, that somehow I need to be able to see those to be able to navigate, alright, that's the way I get to my destination. Oh, I'm upside down compared to the rest of traffic. It's fine. No, those aren't even the highways. Those are the rings where I left my cargo. Alright. I wonder if there's cruise control for the game. It doesn't seem like it. I feel like they should have that. It's just holding my thumb on space, like, almost permanently. It's like, come on, man. Give me a toggle. Yeah, so controls is a weak point. Controls and navigation would say are negatives in my book of the current situation, which, again, this is not the final product and all that stuff, so hopefully they, if nothing else, give us the option to rebind our controls. But, like I said, the other thing I'd really like to see is some HUD of some kind. Like where they do like the circle with the axis marked on it, They can see the highways like you have in the X series or the old X-Wing series and those kind of games, or like Elite Dangerous, or if they have just a more generalized above map like the world map in X series. I think any of those would be fine. Okay. So this time we're going to use the docking computer. Alright. Low power. Power levels seem low and exhausted for one or more of your truck systems. Be sure to replace power cells at regular intervals to prevent system failures, job delays, and death. Alright, I'll deal with that in a moment. So somewhere I just have like a fuel cell or something around here, power cell. Okay. Hey, I wanted to be upside down. Don't tell me how to live my life. How's the game so far? You've been lurking while I chop the rest of the trees with Barb Sim server? It's been going pretty alright. There's definitely some pain points. So, okay. Before a job board... Like, I like the idea that we have to do maintenance on our ship as we go. So we've got a power cell. So what system was low? Core A, Core B, grav is at 10%. And external power is connected. It doesn't seem to recharge us. So let's look for the gravity controls. That's oxygen, that's climate. Suit charger. Air filter compartments. Or like a button that would highlight where systems are would be potentially nice. So like, can I store these here? Is that the idea? Evening wear carton. No. Ooh, even that little teeny tiny nudge damages stuff. Core power hatch. Maglock power hatch. Where the expletive is my gravity power hatch. You found every single one but gravity. I'm assuming that's... You can find out. I found gravity. Let's see. Silly question, but you saw a manual glove box to take. Does it have any schematics? I don't believe so. Like, when you click on the glove box, that's all it does. Okay, so we've swapped that out. The question is, do I have, like, a power cell recharger or something? Let's see, so gravity is done, and then core A and B are both low. So let's go deal with that. And those got damaged really bad. What do you want me to do? We're not looking to unhitch right now. Here for what now? Core power hatch? That still says those both have 50 in them. Despite those both saying 26%. Alright, that's confusing, but alright. But I am noticing that none of my stuff seems to be adjusting. But here's a question. If we open up one of these air filters, they'll just get damaged over time. So I like the idea that we're going to keep a whole bunch of power, like a bunch of equipment just laying around here kind of thing, that I have to repair it. I do feel like we should be allowed to like zip tie these down or something. I have no idea about any of that. Yeah, like any tiny bump damages those. So I do feel like they need a way that we can attach components to at least make like a certain amount of drop that you can drop like a couple of inches and it's fine. It's only if you take proper hits that it damages. Alright. It might be a system-wide average for power reading. Yeah, and that's what I was thinking, because then what we could do is when that starts to get lower, we can deal with it. Because now we know we have power cells. Okay. Yeah, so life support system efficiency gradually degrades. We do not recharge while connected to an external power source. What I don't know is how I get my contract screen back up. Do we have to, like, unmadlock it? Maybe I have to accept it while I'm here? Because it doesn't look like there's anything else you do at the stations that I'm seeing. Okay. Now, but there's two power cells for the core. Electronic waste rush delivery. Alright. So we unhitch here. Before we go anywhere, there's a gas location around here somewhere. So my cargo is right there. Where was the gas? It's over there. Alright, yeah, so my biggest feedback so far, The controls are interesting, but I would like the option, at a very minimum to do literally anything is rebind. I don't like without being able to rebind the controls. That's a good thing. What am I going to be playing SnowRunner? It probably won't be today. It might be a while. Unfortunately, SnowRunner hasn't been doing particularly well on my channel on Twitch end of things. So I'm having to adjust to play a bit less of it since, you know, people aren't tuning in for that. Just, you know, it is what it is. It's not like it's just straight up gone or anything for the channel, but, back up just a little bit. Okay. So if I park in here properly, then we're fine. Now the next question is I see an icon that right over there is gas. But yeah, so for today we're going to be playing this for a little bit, kind of seeing what we think of it. I like the premise. The idea is very interesting. I think it has a lot of potential. There's definitely polish problems. The biggest of which, I would argue, is the ability to navigate and the control situation. I agree that I'm not a big fan of basically just slamming my hand on spacebar forever and then maneuvering with thrusters. I also kind of wish I could have the camera mostly locked in place until I choose to change it to, like, look around. Entirely different situation with the HOTAS, which honestly I could see setting up my HOTAS for this game. Hitching to trailers, we already know how to do that.
Thank you Strat4G 3 meters for subscribing for 1 month.
Thank you, Strat, for, Stratagem. There we go. Thank you, Stratagem, for the tier 1 sub. I really do appreciate that. It means a whole heck of a lot, so thank you so much for that. Alright. So now I need to go to the Medusa 6. Which is down there. Like I said, here's kind of the problem of going, okay, it's down there, but how do go there? Do I just fly straight to it because I don't see a highway? Maybe I have to go over there to the red spot? I'm mostly going to see where I'm seeing the exhaust from the other ship and following that. Best games, nice stream, nice stream. Well, thank you. Yeah, most likely today we'll be playing this, we'll play RimWorld, and then depending on how much time we spend in each of these games, we might do maybe Farm Sim. I haven't decided yet. Yeah, so we got tons of debris over there. It honestly doesn't feel like it's supposed to go this way to reach this road. Alright. Had to kill my own momentum real fast. I may not have killed it enough. Okay, don't think we banged things around. Alright. Because I figure we'll complete a delivery, maybe 2 or so. Just gotta see how much it changes. But I do really like the idea of this game. It's interesting. I really like the... We've already done it. Come on. Slow down. Okay. And we need to drop these off at MSS3. So over there. Alright. And then I assume I will need to go to a repair place or a store or something to get more power cells, or like a power cell recharge building or something. I think I just weave out of here and go to the drop zone. That's relatively close. Yeah, so I think the controls and the navigation, like a lot of the other stuff feels really good, but the controls and the navigation are pain points. I think the solution for me, like I said before, would be the ability to just go through malfunctioning systems. Okay, so I had a warning indicator down there. Climate regulator is malfunctioning. All right. Is it because it's still moving? Okay. Alright, early delivery, we got extra money, we got a base contract, and careful driving. Yay, we gained a rank. So what the heck does a rank get us? So spend a skill point. Oh. Okay, and now I got a whole list of things we didn't have before. So you can do hazardous liquids, perishable loads, just-in-time delivery. So these are just straight-up money multipliers. Okay, so this is very, very much in line with American Truck Simulator. EVA training. I don't... Okay. So this is just the different types, and I can navigate through this. I understand. So basically, I go to fragile loads, to cargo clearance, to then long-distance loads, and then work my way up. Okay, so a little bit more interesting. So there is a map that... Did they just not allow me to see that before? Now, this is better than nothing for, like, navigating the large scale. I still want some type of small-scale GPS kind of map. Now that you know the basics, it's time to hit the open road. Take procedural flight contracts to unlock certifications and yada yada. Convoy is going to be multiplayer, I assume. And we don't have a cargo manifest. Okay. So that's not exactly what I was looking for. Oh. Okay. Yeah, so this can work. Alright. So I guess just the first mission, they don't give you GPS for some reason? Man, there are some weird decisions with the tutorial. So our climate regulator is malfunctioning. Let's go ahead and see if we can't figure out what's going on with that. I also have no idea where that is. Remember, we had our air filters up here. And those are mostly fine. Okay, so you're damaged. Oh, I didn't turn it back on. The breaker. What if you back off and back again? Oh, I guess it's just a stream delay thing. Yeah, no, it's just I had to wait till the cargo container stopped. Once the cargo container stopped, I got paid. So it's the fact that I just blasted through, didn't even stop, and just dumped the cargo out the back. Okay, so let's see. There's the fuel place. There was a place for like paint and spray. Let's go find that thing. I guess let's go to the hub since I don't know where. I can't see at all what I'm doing right now. Trying to go wide around where I'm seeing debris. And see what we got here. But yeah, so okay, so we've got a job board over there. We have a cash and carry, 2 locations. They have big lock icons on them. Alright. Okay. This is one I still think I'm going way too fast. Okay. This is one I could see definitely checking out. Again, when it gets later on, it's got a lot of promising stuff to it, but there's definitely some pain points. The good news is most of the pain points should be easy fixes. The ability to change control schema. I also wish some of this information was over here. You've got all this space here. I wish you gave me, like, the payout and at least the type. These are all standard freight. And this screen is meaningless. Don't show me this. This is dumb. Like, it's fun for a gag for like the first one, but it's a bunch of legalese around the delivery that have nothing to do with anything. Ah, so we actually have a limit on how much we can move. Alright, so unhitch that. We are in the correct sector. The cargo's over there. We did see that there was, like, hidden materials in the game, because we did find, when we ran out of power in the last one, we were checking out a salvage site. Well, that's not what you want. Don't worry about it. And just stuff's banging around because the ship is just spiraling out of control. Oh, wait, I forgot, you have to throw the breaker. We spun out of control for a full mile. Okay, so the moral of the story is don't wait for problems to happen. We've got hull breaches to deal with. Oh, wait. I thought I had done the reverse jets a whole bunch. Please, come back. Keep slowing down. Friend, my ride. It should keep slowing down. So I don't know if we're catching up because space physics and we're slowly picking up top speed and we're gonna slam into it at speed, or if it has come to a stop. Because I did pump the reverse jets for a while before I got out. I thought we had come to a complete stop. So I really like the repairing in space kind of thing. It's not entirely clear how I'm supposed to get more power cells or if I'm supposed to recharge them somehow or any of that kind of stuff. And for where we're at the game where they're already a problem, I feel like that is kind of a thing they need to control. Another thing is the fact that our control schema is entirely different than when we're walking around here than it is when we're in the ship. I almost wish the control schema that I have while I fly around here is the same. Like, I wish I could have the spacesuit control schema for the truck, which is W and S are forward and back, and then shift and space are up and down. All right. Hull integrity low. So I definitely want to find a repair station. And maybe we might be able to get those... Q&E is rotation. That I don't mind. So like this is Q. It just takes a hot minute to do it. Well, keep in mind, that's actually, other than the holes you start with, those are the first damage we've done in this truck. The other truck, the one that I Swiss cheese really good, that one we died in. Our power failed, and with it our life support, and then we froze to death. So I feel like this should be this screen. Because it's right by the lever I need to pull anyways. Watch our powers. Okay, so with that, we need to reach the Atlas Prime Gate, which is over there. Trying to see the way to it. So there's a lane that goes over there. So I think we get to this path, we follow it that way. I don't know. The oh, here's one thing we can do. Does that take me to the other menu? No. No. Tab, maybe? Tab! There we go. Oh. Sure, whatever. Your cam looks darker? Yeah, no, I made a bunch of adjustments. Like, it was, like, nearly impossible to see dark. Nothing's changed. Literally nothing has changed. All my lights are on, and everything's different. I'm not worried about the salvage beacon. I just want to get to the next system and check what the repair stuff has. See if we can't learn something from there, and then we might end up wrapping up this demo. I think the game has promise, it just has some glaring problems too. Like, give us the option to at least change the controls. It's fine if you really want to keep these defaults. I disagree with them, but, you know, maybe I'm the outlier in that one. Maybe it's just the games I played in my past have me wanting it different. But at least give us the option to change controls. That's a very important accessibility thing, regardless of personal preferences. And then give us a way to navigate better in-game. Like, a space equivalent to GPS. Like, say, hey, that's the way to your highway. Because of, like, no real way to find out half the stuff, you're just gonna have to look around, and you can't really make out where a lot of the lanes are, or where you're expected to not worry about the lanes and just drive between buildings. So we're gonna need something a bit more for navigation's sake. It could even just be like a HUD or a mini-map kind of thing. Like, I can see one of these panels having it. So I'm curious if you can smuggle or stuff like that.
Results are satisfactory. Have a great day.
As to why they have that whole thing. So there's a drop zone over there. We should have okay enough power to do that. Yeah, like I see that, looks like that's a highway that goes down there. I don't see how you're expected to go to that highway. So I'm just trying to, like, maneuver around the debris. Okay. So I'm overcompensating when I'm trying to counter the inertia we have. And so I end up just like snaking through the lanes. So I need to improve that. What game is this? This is Star Trucker. It's this is the demo for Steam Next Fest. It is a game that I don't know when it's coming out, but it's a pretty far in development so far as demos go. Generally speaking, I would say the game shows a lot of promise. It does, but it does have some problems. The primary problems I'm finding is the control schema is not great and you can't change it. So that's got to change. And then the ability to navigate, like, know where you're supposed to be going is a little tricky. Alright. So, we got a pretty significant penalty for careless driving. I'm assuming that's because we weren't staying in the actual highway lanes, whatever you want to call them. Where is that paint and repair place? Looks like it's behind us. So let's see what that thing has. And then we'll probably conclude playing the demo for the time being. I still think this is a game that I'm interested to seeing where it goes. And I'm just really hoping they make some adjustments. Because the base premise looks good. I find the idea behind the game interesting. I really like the whole thing where you get out of your cockpit, you go around, you like have to swap out the power cells and put patches on it. So it's not like the other delivery games where it's kind of you have a life bar when it hits 0, your vehicle stops moving, or you have like some type of system issue or whatever. I could go for some kind of cruise control in the game so I don't have just to hold the space bar the entire time. So it's got some quality of life stuff. I do, like, at first I wasn't sure how I felt about the slow acceleration, all that. I think I'm on board with it now. But yeah. So I would like to see them give us customization of controls and some type of map or navigation or HUD of some kind here. And I do think the tutorial, as it were, where they have our objectives in the top corner there, I do feel like we need a bit more information in case we accidentally skipped a prompt. So a little bit more hand-holding on the beginning of the game. Then they can let you free. Because, like, it took us a good 5-10-ish minutes wandering around our ship to figure out where a gravity generator was to replace its power cell. Which I actually like that it is tucked under the stairs. I think that's a clever place for it to be, a realistic place. But, maybe some stronger indicator might be all they need. Okay. Repair hall. Yes. Keep your truck running is a real drain on your finances. However, if you find yourself in the red, there's no need to panic thanks to the emergency credit of $2,500. However, if you exceed this buffer, the bank will issue a deadline for repayment, and purchases will be restricted to essential items. Failing to clear this debt in a lot of time, and your bank will be you declaring bankruptcy and your truck marked for repossession, so be careful. Okay. Okay, so they've got only a handful, which is very easily could be a thing that changes there. And you can choose the different colors, and you can choose how shiny it is and all that. So that doesn't answer a real question, though, with a lot of stuff, which was...
This is an automated banking alert. Your account is currently utilizing an agreed credit limit free of charge. Please take a moment to review your finances and ensure you stay within the approved $2,500.
Yeah, so the thing I still don't know, that is a absolutely critical thing, is how I either get more or replace power cells. And it could be that's just something missing from the demo. I don't know. Why does it have a... Oh, that's just the contracts icon. So let's try docking up one more time. Take a quick look around and see if there's... Because I assume there's like a recharge port or something we would need to do. That's way too fast. Don't worry about it. See, we're just docked successfully, that's all. Okay, so we're not going to worry about that. We have the job board here, but that's not what we're looking for. Yeah, so we don't have any other options here. Let's get up. Well, I mean, I'd have to be able to buy more, right? Because they have a hit point limit. Yeah, and these don't fit in here in any way, because that's the only cabinet I don't see the purpose of. It's got a purpose. There's clearly 3 slots in it. Oh! These all have, like, lots of materials in them. Oh, okay. So could I pull the power while you're turned on? Okay. Oxygen, gravity are low. Okay, so we still have the problem of we don't know how to get more batteries or recharge them or whatever. Ah, I see. So I can... Interesting. The plastic tubs don't carry anything, neither do those boxes. Where did... Oh, it just fell over. so all those can't be open, but the hard cases can. Ah! So we do have fuel canisters. In a pinch, if I run out of fuel, I could grab a fuel canister and go outside and top off my fuel. Or I'm assuming outside. I actually don't know for a fact it is outside. So you're closed. Because that'd keep them locked in. We don't care, that's damaged. Yeah, so that's the only thing that the game hasn't explained to us in any way is, okay, we've got these materials that we need. How do I get more of them? And my assumption is there'll be like... We will, we'll be able to, like, buy them or whatever. I do hope there's a thing where you can, like, strap stuff in. Or, like, that I could sell these plastic tubs and be rid of them forever, because it's just debris to fly around. Okay. Man, no, I really like the idea of this kind of stuff, being able to have these boxes back here of parts and all that, and you'd be like, oh no, my power's out, let me just go grab the crate, pop it open, grab your power cell, slap it in, swap it out. I do feel like there needs to be a recharge point or resupply point, and it might be in the game that I just don't know where it is. Okay, so you got a bunch of those. You're damaged. You're all damaged. They also need to add a little bit of a buffer, so when I go to sit things down like this on the shelf, if you watch, just dropping the cardboard box a tiny little bit is damaging it. They need to have like a buffer where if it do like less than 5 hit points or something, it just doesn't do anything. Yeah, I don't know what the purpose of this one is, because clearly it's got power lines coming down to it. And that clearly doesn't fit. It looks like the right shape for the micro stabilizers. And we already tried the power cells. So yeah, so there's a couple things that might just be the demo, like literally they make it so you can't, but clearly this has power going into this cabinet. This cabinet's going to do something. I'm hoping there'll be like a place where you recharge your power cells or repair stuff or something. But I like the whole repairing your ship inside your ship and then, you know, popping out your spacesuit to fix stuff. You know, you got like your air vents up here to swap out the filters and all that. Got more panels for power over there and there. Oh, we still have a spot open, don't we? But you got all that. You've got the power down here. So it's like you've got all these systems tucked away. So it feels like legitimate that you'd have stuff like that in a spaceship. Just all these different panels to deal with the different systems. I mean, in reality, you'd probably have all these systems wired into one power, so you don't have to have a billion panels to deal with everything. But I like the whole repairing and swapping. It's just unclear a lot of stuff. So there's a lot of communication missing from the game on what you're expected to do, how you do it. We definitely have, if we go inside here, there's switches for turning off your thrusters and all that. That we go into there, we have more thruster stuff.
Take a sip.
Interesting.
What's the worst that could happen?
Yeah, that was loud, but we scanned and it told us there was a salvage beacon over there. So I guess you could scan a system. We can lower our solar shutters. I assume you lower your solar shutters when you're like looking, like if we hit a system that's particularly bright, maybe? But you get the idea. Let's pop out and see if there's any systems on the outside of the ship we've overlooked. I may not exit the truck here. You can't exit a truck here. Because I've attached to the station, isn't it? Alright, let's try this again. Just a quick look around the ship real fast. I'm just curious if we'll have panels on the outside of the ship to access things. Because I noticed these when it was flying by. Yeah, it feels like that's something we'll replace or interact with in some way. We patch holes on the hull. Because I could see some of this stuff you'd also potentially repair. Yeah, because that to me feels like a system we're going to interact with, like replace part of the engine. So we can open and close a vent. On the thrusters. You look like something we interact with. Gotcha. So that's if we go to refill our ship manually, we can pop out there, and that's our gas cap. Yeah, I really like the idea of doing your maintenance and in-space flight, like, you know, you'd take damage on your systems, that kind of stuff, have to run around, like, you know, pop a panel, swatch up, you know, swap... What are you beeping at me about? What? I play power and oxygen, what were you beeping at me about? That could be something. How we deploy in power? Can it crash into the planet? Nah, that looks like a skybox to me. More than likely, you go that way and it causes problem. What happens if I try and fly over to this? Oh, we're getting low on power. Understood. Yeah, no, I really like the idea of needing to do, like, little patches and services and everything in space and all that kind of stuff. I could that's still not... Yeah, so it's the tone's getting higher in pitch as it gets more urgent. But I like that idea. I honestly kind of wish that they did more of this in other space games. So you'd have like your X4 style game where you get into a fight and you get out of the fight. You don't just like point the laser at your ship and be like, here's the repair laser that makes my ship all better. But like, you know, your engine would be blown. You need to like go outside and like rip open a panel and replace some parts in your engine and then go back around. I could certainly go for that. So I like the idea. They just need to, as I've said a number of times, they need to let us be able to change our controls at a very absolute minimum. I don't think I would really be able to enjoy playing this without having that functionality. We need some type of in-game navigation that we can highlight in some way. If we hit tab, we have this map. If I choose there, I should get some indicator as to where I should be going. Because it's cool that they have like all these signs and all that. And you got like these points. I just need some kind of like GPS thing going on over here. Like just one of these tabs potentially be it. I don't know. Add an extra tab there, or add an extra panel here somewhere, or something, or even just put a little thing on display that has like the up-down relationship of objects. Just some way I can get important information I need as to where I need to be. Does that even do anything? Because they've got all these nice details, but not having the very basic navigation. Driver assist. Switching off driver assist will disable the truck's automatic stabilization system. This will save on fuel, but requires manual momentum correction. Okay, so flight assist on and off. Fair enough. But yeah, so I think that covers it for this one. I do think this game has a lot of promise to it. It does have some concerning pain points as well. I'm hoping, because those aren't that big of deals to deal with, that it will get resolved. But we'll see from there. Now, for everyone who's checking this out on TikTok and YouTube, what's going to end up happening is both of those are going to go down because they can't switch game categories in those platforms in a meaningful capacity. So Twitch will stay up. Those other platforms, I have to drop the stream and then bring it back up. We are going to be switching to RimWorld. Oh, we have music on music. We're all going to be switching over to RimWorld at this point to pick up where we left off